So today is an amazing day after what seems like 8 months of winter. Check it out. The doors are actually open. That's amazing. We got to take advantage of this because that's probably going to last about a month of really nice weather. And then summer will hit, it'll be 114. That'll last another month, and then we'll be back to winter. We skip fall here, so seems that way anyway. I'm joking, but you know, almost kind of half serious at the same time. Anyway, this mess has to get cleaned up. It's like I have a one-car garage, sort of. One car with a storage unit. So that's got to get cleaned up. There is a reason the wheels are off and the brakes are coming off. That's a different video. I'm not going to tell you what's going on. Got to wait for that video. But I'm pretty sure you're going to like it. I know I'm going to like it. Just got to wait for the parts. Anyway, yeah, I know you're probably guessing, but you'll be wrong. You might be half right, but for the most part, you don't know what's coming. Anyway, wow, actually walking outside here. Just repaired my driveway a little bit. I know you can't tell because it looks like a disaster. I got to get another load of B-modified gravel brought in to raise it up a little bit more, because thanks to the subdivision behind me over there, that has turned into a swamp because they put in a retention pond that doesn't retain anything. It comes across my property, which subsequently goes right across there. So I'm going to raise that up. I'm going to put in drainage down here. It's going to go down to that drain, go down through there, and then I'm going to put a bridge across my driveway down there and funnel that out of the way so I don't drive through a river every time I leave and come back to the house. But while it was snowing, we had about 8 inches of snow. I drove right through my yard and it dropped down about 8 to 12 inches, a nice big rut. So I had to repair that, so I just got done with that. And it's really mushy because of all this standing water here. We've had rain upon rain upon rain, and it's just been a nightmare. So my land is just a mess. I need some serious TLC, but I got to get the drainage in first. So that will be coming. Anyway, back to the main order of business here. So I'm going to be working on this guy again today. And the primary thing that I'm going to be working on is the interior. So these seats got to come out. This comes out. The back seat is already out. Okay. Not much carpeting back there because they don't do that from factory anyway. But seat is coming out. Carpeting is coming out. Door sills are coming out. Panels are coming off, because as you know, I've got new panels sitting here somewhere. My wife, bye-bye, honey. There's the panels, seat brackets, here, empty box, bucket seat, and armrests in here. You've seen them in another video. Top pad. Pull those out here. So, brand new armrests in black. New carpeting. That's front and rear. And under there is the old seat. The old back seat. So, a bit of work to be done here. And what I've got to figure out is in here, that shifter, that's got to go because that thing is huge. So that's coming out of there. And when I pull this carpeting out, I need to build a small rise on there, and I'll take that boot off and show you. So carpeting's got to come out, and I got to build a little bit of a high rise because I do not want a boot that big. That thing is huge. So I'm going to order a smaller one. I also need to get a stick that comes back farther to bring the shift knob right about here. Okay, because that's a bit of a reach. And when you're stepping on the gas with this kind of horsepower, not that it's a lot, but it's enough to press you back in the seat, and it's hard to reach the shifter. So it's kind of awkward. So then I have to figure out how I'm going to take care of these guys here, because these are, as you can see, are blue. Don't like the blue. So I believe I'm going to attempt to wrap these in vinyl. I do not know how that's going to work out, but I'm going to attempt it, because I do not want to spray paint them, because they'll scratch and you'll see the blue. So, and I do not want to buy new ones, because I have these, and new ones are going to be very, very expensive. For an example, you notice I don't have a vent here. That's because I broke it. The plastic was so brittle that when I was taking the little louvers out of the middle of it to paint it black, I got the louvers out, but when I went to put them back in and to spread the plastic to snap the louvers back in, it exploded in my hands. I'll show you the remnants of that. And they're kind of, there's a piece of plastic, there's a couple more. Here's another piece. You can see I had it painted, and it just shattered. And there's the rest of it. Pretty much not repairable. So anyway, oh, there's another piece too. That's the other half. It's amazing how something can just disintegrate like that. Well, it's 47 years old, so what do you expect? But anyway, as I was saying, that's $100 for that piece of plastic. I'm not paying $100 for, well, I guess I am, actually. I have to. I got no choice. There's no way I can put that back together and make it work decent. So it's 98 bucks for that louver. So at some point I got a spring for that. So, word of warning, when you got something that's approaching 50 years old, things start to break. So anyway, I'm going to get to work on this. Hopefully show you step by step of what I'm doing. But basically the interior is going to get gutted. The dash came through pretty well. So that's looking real good. Sorry for lack of decent light, but if you saw my other video, that dash is now wrapped in vinyl, and it turned out really good. Check my other video on that. There's my floor pan that's going to go in it, and I am essentially going to cut pieces of this guy. This goes up the side of the tunnel. This is the front. I'm going to cut a piece of this out like that, because there are massive braces that come across here that I do not want to have to weld back in. So I'm going to cut a portion of the pan, put that one in, and a portion of the rear and put that in, because the driver's side pans are the only ones that are rusted through. And I'll show you that here in a bit. All right, so let me get to work and I'll show you some progress. All right.
What is that? Body plaster or epoxy or something? What kind of an idiot does that?
There's some really stupid people on this planet. That's unbelievable. Good part of that's going to have to be cut out.
That rust has gone up quite a bit. Hey, I can get to the crossmember bolts a lot better now. That one's not too bad. Clean that up. That's questionable. I don't know. I have to wire brush that, see what's going on.
You know, when you start uncovering things, peeling back the onion, they say. I hope I don't have to do that passenger side. I really don't want to do the passenger side. All right, off for now, and we'll be back once I get the cutter.
So, I just want to show you. Sorry. So, that's how bad it looks after the rust is uncovered. But what you don't see is that it actually looks fairly good on this side. And you'd never know it was that destroyed.